Stop the record in your head that says that you're a loser, that says that you're never going to be able to do anything great. All these different things, the self-talk that we do in our head that we would never allow anybody else to say to us, but we say it to ourselves over and over. We need to throw that record away. God has great plans for you, and you don't want to tear down those plans and tear down your confidence by the things that you do to yourself. Hello, this is Lorraine, and welcome to Healthy Living, Spirit, Soul, and Body. So today we are going to be talking about confidence, okay? That mystical quality that we know when we have it and we know that when we don't have it. How many of us know that we can be our own worst critic? That we ourselves can tear down the confidence that we might have. The little confidence that we have, we might tear down ourselves. So how can we break that habit? How can we start seeing ourselves the way God sees us? How can we get a true assessment of ourselves and go forward in confidence? Today we're going to be talking about three things that we can do to build our confidence. Here we go. So the first thing that we can do to build our confidence, and this may sound really basic and simple, but it's important, okay? The first thing that we can do is be real about where we're at. So we can't really have confidence that we're going to, win the Grammy or sing wonderfully if we haven't really built our skill, if it's just a pipe dream, okay? So the best way to really build your confidence is to get a real assessment of where you're at right now. So say you want to write a book, it's in your heart to write a book, you feel God is leading you to write a book, but you need to build your confidence so that you'd be motivated to do it. Really the best thing for you to do is just write or learn about writing or practice. All these different things will build your confidence. You'll gain experience in your craft. John Maxwell was, I'm sure you've heard of him, but he's a great motivational teacher and speaker. And they asked him, John, do you ever feel nervous about speaking in front of people? And he said, no. And they said, well, why is that? And he said, well, I've been doing it thousands of times. So because of his experience and because he's built his craft, he's better at it, so he has confidence that he can do a good job. He doesn't have to be nervous. So I would say the first thing for you to do to build your confidence is to see where you're at, take a realistic assessment of where you're at, and build your skills, okay? Building your skills is going to build confidence. So the next thing that we can do is, this goes a little deeper, and this really is confidence in yourself as a person, okay? Not so much confidence in your skills, but the thing that you need to do to build confidence in yourself is to keep the promises that you've made to yourself. Now, the first time I heard this, I've heard it from Ed Milet, but also Terry Savelle Foy has said it. And it really is a truth. When you keep the promises that you make to yourself, you believe in yourself more. You build a reputation with yourself that you are a reliable person. It helps you to value yourself, okay, when you keep the promises that you make to yourself. So say, for instance, you wanted to lose weight, and you tell your friends that you're going on a diet on Monday or whatever, and then Tuesday rolls around and they got pizza in the office, and you go and have a pizza. So you're going to feel bad about yourself. As you keep breaking the promises to yourself, your faith in yourself is going to diminish, and it's going to hurt your confidence. You're not going to feel that you're valuable and that you're worth it. So the best thing that you can do is keep the promises that you make to yourself. Now you might say, Lorraine, I wanted to lose the 30 pounds last year and I didn't do it. Well, Maybe you set your goal too high. That's the other thing too, is sometimes when we set goals, we're very motivated when we do that, and the goals that we set are too high. So the best thing for you to do to build confidence is to set small, achievable goals in the beginning, okay? So say for instance you have trouble staying hydrated and drinking water. And say you usually drink 2 bottles. So what a reasonable goal would be to drink half a bottle more the rest of the week, okay? Something that's achievable, something that's not outlandish, but make a quality decision to drink that extra water. And when you do that, by the end of the week, you're going to feel terrific. And if you do that for 21 days straight, it becomes a habit, and you build your reputation with yourself. When you see that you were able to do that task successfully, you start looking for things to do. You start thinking to yourself, what else can I do? You know, what else can I do to improve my life? What are some other goals that I've really been wanting to do, and now I'm feeling good about myself, so I feel like I can do them. So that's a really basic way to build confidence, to help yourself see yourself in a different light, and to strengthen yourself on the inside, okay? And the last thing that you can do to build confidence is stop playing that record in your head that is constantly criticizing yourself. That stop the record in your head that says that you're a loser, that says that you're never going to be able to do anything great, that says that you keep messing up, you're a failure. All these different things, the self-talk that we do in our head, that we would never allow anybody else to say to us, but we say it to ourselves. You know, Terry Savelle Foy has a list of affirmations that she says every day, and I would suggest that you should make a list of the things that you know that you say to yourself that put yourself down, okay? Make a list of those things. Like, say you feel like you're a failure. Write all those things down, and then what you need to do is you need to confess the opposite. So instead of saying you're a failure, make part of your affirmation every morning, I am a winner. I succeed at everything I set my hand to do. Terry Savelle Foy says when she first made that list of affirmations, it was by faith that she said them, because she was none of those things. She said that she was confident. She said that she was healthy and full of energy. She said that she's going to fulfill every detail of the plan that God has for her life. All these different things. She said them because she had to say them by faith. But now that she says them, it's not by faith anymore, because she's lived out those truths in her life. And what you say to yourself, you're going to believe more than what anybody else says. And that's why it's so important to be saying the right things to yourself, to be saying positive things, and really things in line with what God says about you. God says that you're more than a conqueror. God says that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Those are the things that you need to say, and throw away the record in your head that talks about you being a failure, okay? You are more valuable than you think. God has great plans for you, and you don't want to tear down those plans and tear down your confidence by the things that you do to yourself. Grab a hold of your words, grab a hold of your thoughts, and start really going toward the dreams that God has in front of you. And lastly, I just want to say that there's certain things that we can even do, whether we feel like it or not, that will communicate confidence, okay? We can sit up straight. We can look people in the eye when we talk to them. Different things that we can do that will portray confidence, that will actually build our confidence. We are walking out what we believe about ourselves. Okay, we're taking our confidence to the next level. Okay, and I also would like to say that, in the Bible, it talks about many instances where God said, say to Gideon, thou mighty man of valor. And maybe you don't know the story, but Gideon was hiding in a wine press, and he was frightened and scared of the enemy, the Midianites, and God called him a mighty man of valor. Now, he wasn't a mighty man of valor when God said that to him, but he became that because he believed what God said. God is saying to you all sorts of things. So as you build your confidence, you're going to be more apt to believe the things that God's saying about you. You'll be more apt to go after the dreams that God's put in your heart. So thank you so much for watching my podcast today. I am enjoying sharing all these great truths with you, things that I've learned throughout the years that have helped me. So please like and subscribe. If you don't have a YouTube account, it's free. Just get one so that way you'll be able to subscribe to my podcast and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I put one out. I do try to put them out Monday mornings. Okay? And I enjoyed spending this time with you today, and have an absolutely wonderful week. Do those little steps to build your confidence.